need to put information about E3.
Yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it? Welcome, everyone.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, to... Have we got a name for this, or is it just the Car Not Coach podcast?
The down low on the cushion. I don't know.
Okay, we'll come up with something later.
The Coin Upcast.
Coin Up
Coin Up
Cast.
Cast. There we go.
There we go.
I'm still swear he's saying Coin Up.
Coin Up.
It's important to know it's Coin Up and not Coin Up.
Yeah, yeah.
Coin Up.
Operational isn't a word.
Coin Up Couch.
Operational. When you're not tall enough to put the pen coin in the machine, you have to get your dad to lift you up and put it in.
Cha-ching.
So this is the first episode of a podcast. Why are we doing a podcast?
Because Nathan's
Oh,
no
that's it,
longer
'cause Nathan's
in
in
the
the
country.
That's it, yeah. Nathan's back home at the moment, but soon he will be in Greece for a couple of months. So we're going to do little things like this, maybe some online games while he's gone. But
I can find there's a taverna that's not far from where I'll be staying that's got excellent Wi-Fi, so this kind of thing shouldn't be too much of an issue.
there we go. Well, it's lagging now.
Is
when
it?
you're in fucking Wooton Bassett. Never mind when you're in some cafe with free Wi-Fi in Greece. So
Yeah, but it's not,
we'll see how that
it's
goes.
not too
I'm
bad.
guessing he
though.
meant pub.
Yeah, probably.
No, a taverna.
I've never heard that word either. I just glossed over it.
I think you mean tavern, don't you?
Taverna.
So the Greeks. So the
Taverna,
Greeks.
is that Greek pubs from it?
It's what they call like their cafes and bars and shit, or restaurants.
Cafe.
It's weird.
So, yeah,
like they don't really have it here. It's like imagine a restaurant which is like actually they kind of do. It's like a restaurant that's just like a little coffee shop during the day, but then turns into like you can buy food and shit there at night time and have a beer. Weird concept, but that's what it is.
It's like a cafe, isn't it?
Yeah, you just described a cafe.
Somewhere you can go and get food and drink in the daytime or food and drink at the night time.
Yeah, but like does the cafe do like alcohol and dance, weird Greek dancing and shit?
Restaurants do.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a restaurant open during the day
Have you
for
been-
sandwiches
have you been
and
to
shit.
Hard Rock Cafe?
I have. I've only been to one.
Anyway, I will be able to participate, hopefully.
Cool.
Fine.
What do you mean we? You've not invited anyone else, have you?
No, I said I'll be able to participate. When did I say we?
I thought you said we be able to participate.
I said I'll be able to participate.
Cool.
Beautiful. So, well, we decided to do this last night, right? And instead of last night coming up with anything to talk about, we just
Kind of ignored the fact that
we just ignored. It was like, we'll just do whatever when it comes on. We sort of thought we could talk about E3 because E3 is coming up very soon. But Nathan doesn't give two shits about E3, and we haven't really looked at it.
No.
Kyle's got his phone out right now. He's trying to look at some stuff. We can talk a little bit about E3, but Nathan,
I've
I
looked at
asked
E3
you-
already.
Exactly. I asked Nathan.
I've got some points to raise.
So it'll be give us its own little segment. Ta-da-da-da-da, Nathan's facts.
Nathan's points to raise. So
Very catchy. Very catchy.
So my first.
So do you want to give one of us now, and then we can talk about E3 or something. for a
Yeah.
little bit.
So one of my
We'll
points
just
to
drop some
raise
Nathan.
about
shit.
E3 was
Right, I didn't realise it was about E3.
you said to look at E3, so I did.
Oh wow! I said don't bother.
I
And just come up with three facts that aren't about
the
fish.
E3 website for a full 3 minutes trying to find
Oh,
information.
no. That's the worst source of information.
What about-
It's just a fucking floor plan.
I also went.
Their website is a floor plan and a schedule.
I also watched Boogie 998's video.
Oh, is it, were you like, I've got some facts. It's like the convention centre can hold.
No, I watched a
Go on,
couple of
Nate,
videos
lay
about
some-
it.
Okay, lay some E3 fact knowledge on us.
So, the E3 college game competition was won by Savannah College of Art and Design.
Great.
I hear they put a lot of effort into their gaming and training.
So you've not even brought some discussional points. You brought
Do you know what
us
E3
facts.
is? Do you know what E3 stands for?
Entertainment
I don't
3.
know, actually. Is it?
No, and Electronic Entertainment Exposition.
Oh, so it's
Excellent.
3
Yeah,
E's.
It's 3 E's, yeah.
Ah.
Very clever. Anyway,
I
continue.
can mention my second point. It's a bit more interesting.
Well, did you? Well,
It can't possibly more
wait,
interesting.
wait. If you tell us all these points about E3, have you got anything else to talk about?
Yeah, I got shit to talk about. Oh, I've got a really funny anecdote that happened today. You'll like it. But
great. Tell us that
we'll
later.
press on with the
Anyway,
E3
more E3
information.
facts, please.
So my second E3
Yeah.
fact is that Bethesda Gaming has one of the largest areas in the floor plan.
He's looked at the floor plan.
But an interesting
Did
fact
you
about
know?
Bethesda is that we actually up in Bangor live close to Bethesda. Isn't that right, guys?
That is true. Though they hold no correlation between each other, apart from that there's a Welsh town named Bethesda and a game studio called Bethesda.
Bethesda is actually based in Bethesda, though, as far as I'm aware.
Is it?
As far as I'm aware, there's a Bethesda in America and one maybe in Canada, and I believe it's based up in Canada.
Oh, I thought you meant Bethesda Studios was actually based in Wales then.
No.
He did.
Anyway, moving on to point 3.
Yes, please.
Bethesda is Maryland, US.
Oh, right.
Cool.
East Coast.
I having trawled the internet for some information for all of 47 seconds, I noticed that Xbox last year were doing some kind of teaser about some new gaming stuff.
Yeah, the Scorpio.
Yeah, the Project Scorpio, exactly.
Yeah.
And I believe that the new Xbox is going to be called the Xbox 4K. That is my prediction.
So you came up with 2 facts in Nathan's prediction.
Would you like to know why?
Okay, go on.
Please.
Because it does 4K gaming.
Well, no, it's quite clever, you see.
No, it doesn't.
Because the first Xbox was just like Xbox, meh. And then
Yeah.
the second one was Xbox 360, which was a big number. And then we went back to Xbox One. So then now it's got to be another big number, isn't it? So it's going to be Xbox 4K, which also ties in nicely because 4K resolution has just come about.
Fucking Nathan's logic
So-
corner.
Do you understand what the Scorpio is?
It's just kind of some kind of software shit, isn't it?
No, well, it's like, you know, the PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
It is a PS4
Mm-hmm.
that it's better. It does 4K gaming. It upscales games. It's more powerful.
Right.
Apparently, that's what the Xbox Scorpio is going to be, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
So
They
it's
revealed them both at the same time.
yeah, it's going to be an Xbox One still.
Oh, okay.
But the new games that come out will have the ability to be better, pretty much.
So it needs to be called Xbox One something.
I see.
So people won't think it's a new console. It's an upgraded console.
That's not what he's thinking though. There's not a bad idea behind that, calling it the Xbox 2480, which is the actual resolution size for 4K.
That's a bit of a made-for insult.
Very catchy.
Okay, so before I leave, because my friend has just arrived, I'm going to have to start barbecuing. Here is my anecdote before you guys continue this podcast. So,
Okay.
I was in
It's like rapid fire.
Asda in North Swindon.
Kicking the bum.
Right, boy.
Yeah.
Howdy. I'll be with you in 2 minutes. Sorry, I apologise.
It's a long one.
So, the anecdote is
Yeah, you're in Asda in Swindon.
Asda North Swindon.
Yeah.
My
We know it well.
dad has been teaching my nephew about, like, he's been taking him outside in the garden and showing him the plants and the birds and stuff. And he pointed to, wood pigeons, they're very large.
Yeah. Probably.
Are
they the ones
my
that
dad
go,
pointed them.
And like living in
Yeah,
snow?
exactly.
No.
My dad
No,
pointed
no,
to them and
yeah.
said, "Oh, look at the fat bird on the roof." And he said he called it a pigeon, but my nephew obviously is just grasping words, so he didn't call it pigeon. He calls it a fat bird.
Right.
So I went into Asda today with my sister and my nephew, and we're walking around, and there's a bird, like a toy bird, on one of the aisles, and my nephew points up at it and says, "Fat bird," and I shit you not, half of Swindon Asda turned round and looked at my nephew. And on that note, it is my time to go, boys, unfortunately. Have a good podcast, and I will send you the files.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Nathan. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Have a good one.
See you later.
Have a good barbecue. Jesus Christ. Is he gone?
How do I stop doing this thing?
Just exit the browser.
Just leave.
Turn your laptop off.
Make
See
sure
you
to
later.
send us the files later, Nathan. Oh, he's gone. Fucking hell. So what? That was 15 minutes, and
And the most that wasn't recording Nathan wasn't recording for half of that.
oh, that's true. Yeah. So that was 10. Hey.
We're
There
back.
we go. Nathan's left us, so we'll have a barbecue.
Oh, we need fact checking, don't we? Why he's not here.
Yeah.
So he said Bethesda have the biggest
Floor space.
floor space.
Of something. Yeah. And what was the other ones? Bethesda have the floor space.
Bethesda won't have the biggest floor space, will they?
I don't know, Bethesda... Because they're at the level now where they're a... Because for years and years Bethesda were, known as the Skyrim guys and stuff.
Yeah, of
No.
course.
They're one of the... Because they have like a day one conference, don't they? And they have their own floor. Because you get Sony and Xbox on the same day.
You're not as big as any of the console people, are you?
Yeah, but you're big enough to have your own conference. It's like Nintendo have like a direct and sometimes do the stage thing, but Bethesda, because I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but that's when they announced Doom and the new Quake. So they're doing all sorts of shit now, aren't they? They do Doom and Quake. They were talking Elder Scrolls card game, which no one knows about still. I think that went to a beta for a bit, but who cares? There's a million fucking card games coming out.
Yeah.
Because Hearthstone did so well. What else did Bethesda do? Because you forget how much they're a publisher.
All
as
the
well,
Elder
isn't it?
Scrolls stuff.
Oh yeah, but
Not just
they're
Skyrim knows it.
they're in house, aren't they?
Yeah.
Unless they you can have a little piddly card game off the side and you can do your own thing. And his third one was what? What was his third fact? Floor space. Someone's won a competition somewhere, and what did he say? And it looks like they put a lot of effort in, so good on them. And some other third thing, and then some anecdote about a wood pigeon.
No, Sony has the biggest floor space.
Where was he looking at?
I reckon he's got an actual floor mat of a ruler.
And try to look at the fucking size of it there. Jesus Christ.
Let me have a look, just in case, they're an inch off.
I'm trying to think. The thing is,
He's literally looked, because there's different halls, isn't there? He's looked at one hall and that's it. And you know what? It's debatable that Bethesda's the biggest. I would say it's the same as the rest of them, just in a slightly different position. Just slightly off
he's just
skew.
looked at a map and gone,
Yeah.
that looks like the biggest one. What's this one say, Bethesda? Okay, yeah, no problem.
But it's not even the biggest, it's the same as the rest of them.
Yeah, it's just slightly offset. Because it's slightly to the side because of the way that the hole's made. Jesus Christ.
Fuck's sake.
Anyway, yeah, I'm sure...
Everyone's free for doing a podcast. You know
Well,
the worst thing is, he's the only one of the three of us that researched it.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to go off my own fucking thing. The problem is, because I was thinking about it of what have they shown in previous years that was a teaser where it's about time now where they'll actually start showing footage of them.
Oh fuck, here we go. Rumours.
Yeah, because I was thinking what was the big ones from last year, and I was like maybe Sony will show some more Shenmue or something. I was like, was that last year or the year before? I think
That
that was the year
was
before. I think it was the year before. Cause
Was it?
Yeah. What was the other one? Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think that's coming out in literally 2020, so I don't think they'll show anything else from that.
We might as well stick with Bethesda.
Oh, you're looking at Bethesda stuff.
Yeah.
Did they show more Quake or they already? I think that's already in beta.
It's already in beta, it's closed beta at the moment, but it's getting there.
They might do a little trailer or something.
It's not big enough.
They want it to be. They want to make it. They want to pull it straight into esports.
Epic tried to do it with Unreal Tournament, the new one, but that's still in pre-alpha.
That was free as well.
Exactly. Is Champions going to be free as well?
I don't know, like
If
a free to play.
If they go in esports, that's when you're doing to it.
Well, I don't know. Overwatch did really well at being a full price game.
Consoles.
Yeah, but won't Quake be on consoles as well?
If Quake's on consoles, it won't do well.
No, that's true. It's always been.
It's a Twitch shooter.
That's true. Yeah.
Maybe Wolfenstein, Evil Within, and Fallout sequels. I think it's too close for a Fallout sequel. Way too close.
No one cared about Evil Within anyway. And what was the other one?
Wolfenstein.
People really liked Wolfenstein.
That's pretty interesting. And the newest one, they did the two, didn't they? They did the prequel to it and the actual game.
Well, it was the game and then a DLC, wasn't it, or something like that.
Brought it as a standalone.
Alright. But people said they were dead good. They're very Half-Life-y.
So I played it. I'm not a fan of Half-Life. It's too slow for me. I was pretty intrigued by it. I think when I played those Star Sense levels, it was that long ago now. It was a couple of years back when I played it.
Oh, it was a pretty old game, though.
Yeah.
It's old. The game's aged dead quick, though, that's the thing. Because everything moves so fast.
Yeah.
It can be 3 years old and it can be an old game.
Of course. Outside of Bethesda, yeah.
What are you?
Sports, and sports.
Well, that just goes to what the reason why I like watching E3. I don't really care about many of the reveals because half the time is it like, oh, well done, you made a fucking CGI cutscene that looks nothing like. Oh, no, it's EA, isn't it, that do the pinnacle of the gameplay trailer, which is not a game. Like, this is in-game gameplay, and it's like
an asterisk.
Yeah. No, it's because it's like this was all in our engine, and it's like they did it with Battlefront when they were showing Battlefront off, and it was like the most entertaining match of Battlefront that's ever happened ever, and will never happen again.
People on stage giving high fives.
Yeah. Because it was one of these cuts. It was one of these. Oh, we're not showing you a pre-rendered cutscene. This is in the game, and there's like TIE fighters flying everywhere, bullets everywhere. There's a really cinematic bit where you walk up and Darth Vader's like, oh! It's like, this never happens in the game. You've scripted this, and you basically is a fucking CGI cutscene, but you've said it's in game because you use in-game assets. But yeah, there's only so much of that I can take. The reason I like watching E3 is for when they fuck up, and that's the best bit. And the big one for EA last year, I think it was EA, because EA does Just Dance, right?
No, Ubisoft.
That was the Ubisoft one. But yeah, that was my favourite thing from last year. It might have been the year
It was the year before. There was the
Aisha Taylor.
Boston bombings.
No, it was the Orlando shootings.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was not. It was the year before last. I want to say.
I think that's one of my favourite ones of recent memory. Where if you didn't see it, it was fucking Aisha Taylor. Comes out and she's doing the fucking we talking about games, and it's like, oh, let's have a big clap, and here's all the zombies versus fucking plants, and Just Dance people dressed as giraffes having a big fat party on the thing, and I was whoa. But it was that E3 was just after the Orlando shootings, so a lot of people wearing the little like pride tags and all this sort of stuff, and some of them even were saying in the conferences like, oh, we need to address this sort of thing. So I think like Sony definitely did it. I think Microsoft did it as well, where they're all like, our thoughts go out to all these sort of people. But Ubisoft, obviously because they're strapped to time with the big set pieces of Plants vs Zombies coming out and Jason Derulo coming singing some shite for a bit.
All for Just Dance, or
yeah, pretty much. It's like a half an hour conference just for Just Dance. But right after the big Just Dance presentation, where all the zombies everywhere dancing on the stage. They stay on the stage while Aisha Taylor comes out and does a very, sad look at the camera we need to think about. Our hearts going to Orlando. While there's like a giant fluorescent giraffe trying to look sad in the background and trying his fucking best. Like, he's got a massive smiley face on the giraffe, but his little face is poking. It's like, oh no. I love shit like that. That's the best part of E3. When stuff goes wrong. I mean, it's a lot more, because a lot more people pay attention to it nowadays. It's a lot more tight, I think. They try the best.
Yeah.
The heyday was the Kinect days, where you had to get little kid actors on stage to show them playing the new Harry Potter game on Kinect. And
it sucked.
Exactly, because Kinect was terrible.
But there was a Wii of it remote. It was amazing. With Aisha Taylor, I can't okay if she's the worst or the best part of E3.
A lot of people hate her, but a lot of people really like her because
she comes out, oh,
yeah,
I'm a fucking nerd too, but I've got boobs.
That was pretty.
Oh,
woo! Fucking
that game, yeah, Just Dance. Let's kill some bitches.
Can then they go straight into Battlefield?
I don't know if it's a huge scene of irony. I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Or if she's being deadly serious.
Well, you compare her to. Have you ever seen the 2008 Konami one?
Yeah.
Where it was in their own little conference center.
A little dark room.
Yeah. And they had no idea what's going on. There was a bit where they brought out fucking Mexican wrestlers that were actual Mexican wrestlers, and then they try to do this little skit where like the presenter takes the belt off, and then the Mexican wrestler takes it off him, but like he started strangling him, and he's like, oh, it's a great video. There's like a supercut of it somewhere, but yeah, it's a shame stuff that doesn't happen anymore, and you actually you have to watch it. It feels like now. It used to be, you'd watch it for the funny bits and sometimes the games, and now it still feels like you watch the games, and if you cross your fingers, a funny bit will happen.
Yeah,
but
I've always started watching it last 3-4 years maybe.
Yeah,
and it's generally, even when I first started watching it, it was mainly trying to find an abridged version on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, for one, we're in the fucking UK, so if you want to watch it live, you have to be up till 4 in the morning or whatever.
Except and on Nintendo's at 5 in the afternoon.
What is E3 soon? Is it July or end of June?
It's this week.
It's this week.
Saturday is.
Well, you put this out soon then, so it's actually relevant. Okay.
Saturday's here, and then they're all between them, and the actual expo starts. I think it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, is it?
Oh, okay. Right.
No, it's not, because Nintendo don't do the thing. It Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I want to say.
Right.
But yeah, all the big conferences are between
the Sony, Microsoft, and
Sony, Microsoft, Bethesda,
Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo don't have the big conference still.
Oh yeah, they're not doing it.
They're still doing the Direct and Treehouse, which is Tuesday at 5.
Before we get into E3, we could have a little talk about the Nintendo Direct that was the other day. See that one? That one that everyone thought there was going to be a Pokemon on the Switch, and it
Because
wasn't.
Stars on the Switch, a new Pokemon game is going to be cross.
No, it was Stars.
Pokken.
Yeah, it was Pokken on. Which, you know, I'm glad they put Pokken on the Switch, because if they didn't, it'd be dead.
You know what? I'm glad they fixed it.
Why? What have they done?
2-player on screen.
Thank fuck for that.
So we can go out, get a Switch, and we use two little. The big thing is you can use a Joy-Con for a controller.
Right.
So you can just take it with you, plant it down, and play the 2v1v1.
The problem with the Wii U version, especially from like a competitive standpoint, because I was one of those that, you know, laughed at Pokemon, whatever, and not even it's made by the second people enticed me until we actually started playing it, and it was pretty fun. You know, it's very, very user friendly, very simple, because the most simple thing about it is, especially coming from the second people, is that your combos will always end after a certain amount. No, that's it. It's because you have the two phases, don't you? You have the field phase and you have your fighting phase.
Yeah.
Field phase is where you're supposed to like throw fireballs or this sort of shit about, and the other phase is where you actually do the fighting, like 1-on-1, 2D playing type thing. The way that it does is after you do a certain combo, it'll knock the opponent into the other phase.
Yeah.
So then it resets back to neutral. So there's no Tekken where you can do a 1,000,000 hit combo against the guy who has no idea what he's doing, and then you automatically win. Because in this one, you do a big fat combo, and then it goes into a thing where you both at the same advantage.
I think you have quite a lot of help as well.
Yeah. Well, it differs on different Pokemon, but yeah, the problem from a competitive one is that you could do local multiplayer, but what you had to do was, because it's this weird, you know, Naruto fighter, Dragon Ball Z fighter, where it's over the shoulder. You had to do one on the screen and one on the Wii U pad. And the problem with that is that the screen would run at 60 and the Wii U pad would run at 30. So you couldn't play it in an actual competitive setting because one guy's obviously at a disadvantage.
Didn't it have good land or?
Yeah, but it was a weird one to set up, because remember we did it with Varsity this year, and you had to put in a secret code at the menu screen to go into some weird LAN thing. And as long because the problem is that the Wii U didn't have an Ethernet port, so you'd have to buy an Ethernet port.
Yeah.
The Ethernet adapters, but otherwise, if you're both on the same network, it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think it lags when we're using it, so it's fine. But yeah, I'm glad it comes to the Switch, because, like I said, if it didn't, no one's buying Wii U's anymore. It'd just be a dead game. It's a shame because it came out towards the end of the lifespan of the Wii U.
It was beginning of last year, I want to say. It's like 12 months old.
Yeah, so
but
it's a shame to kill a game something like that so quick, like putting Killer Instinct on the Xbox.
Sticking with that though, I'm really glad that the big thing about the Switch is the local multiplayer.
Yeah.
But not locally since it's on console. It's going back to those LAN days.
Yeah.
Where I can bring my Xbox and you bring yours, another Nathan will bring his.
Yeah.
We'll set up 3 TVs and we'll just play Halo all night on 3 separate screens.
And they make it easier because it's half a portable console. That's the whole point of the Switch, isn't it?
This
you can pop it in your
generation,
bag and it's...
This generation completely died out. If we had 2 Xbox Ones and 2 copies of Halo, we'd have to do it online.
Yeah, which is a shame, because that was a massive thing for Halo 5, wasn't it? That you took split screen out.
Yeah, I know they brought it back for a new one, haven't they? After I refused to buy it and all the balls, I got a good deal on it, and I've still not played it, so it was a bad deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said they're going to bring it back, which was always... I mean, I've never played a Halo campaign on my own. To be honest, I don't think I've ever finished a Halo campaign.
I used to play the Shadow 3 all the time. I don't think I ever did the whole do it on Legendary with all the oddballs and all that.
I must have put Unjoes into Halo 3 without never touching the campaign.
Because Halo 3 had enough going on in the multiplayer that you could just fuck about.
Just a big group of us played online every night, and we just fuck about in Forge. No one would die because you jump into a ball first.
Exactly, yeah. No one really does that anymore, I don't think. That's the problem with...
And they brought a Forge out for PC, didn't they?
Yeah.
As a free game, which... I don't know,
Well, I heard people going, whoa, but I've not seen anyone play it.
The big thing it was when people really went to Forge on Xbox One, and they was making all these ridiculous game modes, like there was the one, I can't remember, it was like a little shop with 20 odd people in it, a grenade goes up, and it's last one standing, or something like that.
Well, my favourite on Forge on 360 on Halo 3 was Duck Hunt, where you'd have 5 people stood on like a platform, and you'd have like 3 people putting a grav lift on the other side of the map, and they get fired all the way over, and it was you have to try and snipe them out the air like fucking Duck Hunt for the NES. That was great. That's what the perfect thing about Forge is it allowed people to be creative with it, which doesn't really happen nowadays with these sort of tools. But
to give people the tool for it, to put it on PC, so you use your keyboard and mouse.
Which should be the optimal way of doing it.
It was 18 months, 2 years after the game came out.
This is the Forge from 5, is it?
Yeah.
Right.
But then rather than releasing the game on PC as well, they just brought the Forge mode out. If they've even just done multiplayer, let me pay £15 for PC Halo 5 multiplayer, because they can do it.
I don't even know what's going on with Microsoft PC, this Xbox One, weird streaming over to one console thing.
What they're doing at the moment is quite good. They're doing crossplay pretty well. Right, Gears 4, Rico.
They put Killer Instinct on there. That was a big one.
Yeah. They're doing the thing, if you buy it on Xbox One or on PC, as long as you buy a digital copy, you get it on both.
Okay. Fair
And it's to play anywhere, so I can sit on my laptop here, play Rico for all I want, go on my Xbox, carry on playing it.
Same save and all that. That's
Exactly.
pretty
Back and forth, you have to buy it once. But it's another one, did it too late.
Mm.
When I first started buying Xbox games, I was never going to buy a digitally. Because if I'm paying £10 more for digital copy, I'd rather have the bugger in my hand.
Yeah.
But then when they said that we're going to start doing the crossplay, if I'd have known that 2 years ago, I'd have started buying digitally. And I just bought a fucking massive hard drive and I'd be done with it.
Well, it does sort of seem like, because this all sort of came out of nowhere, and I think it was because it was sort of accepted that PS4 won, the whole console after the whole debacle of the launch, and that tarnished it, and they never really recovered. I don't think, because that was the big thing of the E3 a few years ago, wasn't it? Because it was Xbox came out and said you have to always be online, no pre-owned games,
just watch videos.
Yeah, no, that was it. They had Jimmy Xbox himself fucking having a little interview, and it's all like, what do people say that they don't want an always online console? And they're like, we have a product for people that don't want to play online. It's called Xbox 360.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. And the debate then wasn't that, because I've seen that sort of argument before. It's like, 2017, have you not got an Xbox connection? And it's like, a big one was like fucking army troops that like taking some and taking it with them overseas, and they obviously can't plug it in. They like sort of unwind or something. They get a brand new Xbox One and then can't use it.
Well, when we first moved in here, we didn't have internet for the best part of 6 weeks. The Xbox One, I had a few games on it. When I started buying games, you got to download most of the games. I couldn't play most of them. I sat here for 6 weeks on a Dreamcast, and that's all I played for 6 weeks. I think I played Wii U and Dreamcast, and that was it. Just because I had no internet.
It's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it sort of to suck a punch to the younger me whenever I sort of think of these situations where little 12-year-old Timmy gets his brand new Xbox One for Christmas, and then
Lizard Squad have taken the bugger down.
No, it's fucking like his brother's sat there. He's a bit younger, he's got his Transformers. He's having a great time playing with that, and he's like, "Oh, Jimmy, you having fun with your Xbox?" "Oh no, I have to wait for this 150 gig download before I can actually fucking boot the thing up." I mean, because there's only so much you can put on disc nowadays, but it does seem more and more games now. It's all like you put it in and then have to wait for 2 hours to download a huge patch or some shit.
I think that's the amusing thing of all of it. When they first came out and said it's going to be online always, it practically is online always, regardless of what platform you're on. If you're on PC, you need online for Steam. If you're on PS4 or Xbox One, you need the online for the big game downloads. The other one you don't need to be online for is Wii U.
Even then, they have the updates.
Of course, yeah.
Didn't you need a big update as soon as you bought it?
Day one patch,
yeah. 2 hours.
The Wii U at the start was an absolute shit show. Did you ever use a Wii U prior to about 2015?
No, I think that's when I got mine.
It was one of the most painful experiences you've ever used. Console itself, fantastic. Get into a game, it's fine. They just fucked up on the system menus. It was the lovely Nintendo, the squares like it was in the Wii.
Nintendo's sort of like the Apple of the gaming world, isn't
Exactly,
it? They're very stylised. Nintendo polish is like a buzzword that goes about.
But it was like, I just don't know what they did. It was just so slow. I think someone
the infamous fucking Nintendo countdown as well, where less than 1 minute lasts for 3 hours.
Yeah. Less than a minute remaining. Oh! But yeah, someone timed it online a while. It's like from start to get into a game, it was like 2 minutes somewhere.
And there's no excuses for that.
I can turn my PC on, be into Steam, be in a game, get bored of it, back out of it within 2 minutes.
Fucking hell. We sort of went off on tangents about gaming in general, but we were going to say what you're looking forward to the E3. I mean, you've always got esports ones. E3, I'm sorry, EA. Esports ones, maybe some Battlefield 1 DLC stuff you might show off.
I'm not a huge first-person shooter.
No, I'm not that big into Battlefield 1.
I'll play Twitch shooters.
I think the first one that I used to play, the only one that I used to play a lot was COD 4, but that was only because the same.
All your mates played it.
Yeah, COD 4 was the only that sort of shooter. Halo 3 is a bit more of it. Halo ones, they've gone more Call of Duty nowadays, but they were very floaty and more for fucking about in rather than thingy. Your hardcore tactical and all this sort of shit.
I don't get much first-person shooters anymore. Sports, I love FIFA.
You wait for but it's a given, isn't it?
Of course it is, yeah. They'll bring out Jose again.
Mr. NBA guy that's gonna have his face masked into the game again.
Yeah.
Is it EA? Do EA do all the car ones as well, where they just get a car on stage? That's always a good one.
No, it's Microsoft in it with Forza.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this car.
Ooh.
It's the real car.
Do you wish you could drive this car? Well, you can. After 70 hours in the game, you unlocked it. Ooh, cars.
I fucking hate Forza.
But speaking of EA and car games, they've just announced Need for Speed.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, with Need for Speed. Yeah. Need for Speed has like a weird thing where every 7th one will be okay, and then the rest of them are all like shovel at work every type ones.
And the problem being everyone just wants Underground 2. When it comes out now, eventually it'll be a shit show because it's a 12-year-old car game.
Car games have stopped being. There was a
Fun.
Yeah. In the not early Need for Speed, 'cause Need for Speed was like PS1, and they still were trying to go a bit serious.
Before PS1 ones and the old Porsche games and that sort of stuff.
But the Need for Speed ones on PS2, you had fucking Midnight Club, you had Burnout. Back when car games were about, or they were these Test Drive Unlimited, all this sort of shit.
Well,
They were less on realism. Now it feels like, especially, it Need for Speed's a bit more arcadey, but the ones with Forza is that like, oh, I can't enter this race because my car isn't the right weight class and all this sort of shit. I have to upgrade my Bentley so I can enter the race. Oh, I came last because my engine isn't,
Well, it's just there's one big spectrum of car games, and it goes from completely real simulation games
to car race.
to arcade games.
Yeah.
And I want more arcade games. I think the biggest problem is if you want an arcade racer, why would you play anything other than Mario Kart?
Yeah, like I said, car games. Yeah, that's the other end of the spectrum, but it's the ones that people go to have fun rather than get fucking rub themselves while upgrading the Bentley.
When we was in uni, we had how many Xbox 360s, we had a Wii U, we had Wii's.
Oh, we used to play with fucking Mario Kart.
We all played Mario Kart and quite a bit of Burnout.
Yeah.
We had an old Xbox hooked up and we'd spend hours at a time just on Crash. I think we did a tiny bit of the career just to unlock some more Crash, and that was it. And we'd just spend hours, and we'd work out perfect angles and do these massive crashes, and it was stupid as shit. But if I put Forza 6 on, you got to get the angles perfect.
Exactly, yeah.
But if I want to play a car simulation game, I'll go and buy a full setup. I'll buy my steering wheel, my gear shifter, pedals. I'll go and play a Assetto Corsa or GTR is the subscription-based one. I'll go and play something like that, but I just want something I can piss back with. I want to play Burnout, or did you play next car game? Breakfast?
Yeah, I've played it with you. I think because you had it on Steam or something.
Yeah.
It was in beta.
That was quite promising.
Well, it was like a Destruction Derby type one.
Exactly, yeah.
There's been not an abundance, the opposite of abundance, like a drought of those sort of demolition car games, which are always fun.
But they've fucked off to something else on that company, apparently.
But they do like Drive Club or fucking the club or what was that one? The something. The Crew. That was it, the weird one. Was that EA or was that Ubisoft?
That was Ubisoft. Did you play it?
No, of course I didn't fucking play it.
That was arcade.
Really? Was it an online thing as well?
They ruined it when they brought the DLC out. Because the whole idea of it was online, because you're part of the crew.
Mm-hmm.
That was it, the crew. You're part of the crew. So you're an online race.
The crew.
You start a race, look, plays online, so there'll be a race and the 6 of you. If one of you finish in the top 3, you've done the challenge.
Oh, okay.
If you do it on your own, you've got to finish in the... So if the challenges come first, you have to finish first. If there's 6 of you online, if one of you comes first, then the crew has done it. So you won. They brought the new patch out, so the idea of always online completely fell into existence because if you didn't have the new DLC, you was not allowed to go online.
Wow, that's one way of doing it.
And it wasn't like a £2 little
No,
bit.
this is a big fat one.
It was a £20 DLC.
It's another game.
And the thing that I got real pissed off about was the game and the DLC was cheaper to buy than the DLC itself. And it just felt wasteful to buy it.
Well, there's too many games like that now that are just sort of... It's a strange one, like... What was the other one? These big fat games that they spend ages making, and then as soon as... Because they're online ones, and there's so many big fat online games coming out now that they just become dead. For, like, the Division Division was a massive one, Tom Clancy.
Yeah.
But Destiny 2 is coming out.
Destiny's doing quite well.
No, Destiny has like a surprising player base.
Bungie, innit?
Yeah. It always made me laugh, Bungie, because I always felt like Destiny was the MMO for the people who think MMOs are too nerdy for them.
Yeah.
So it's all like, look at you, World of Warcraft nerds, who do you play as? And then it's like, oh, right, who do you play Destiny? I'm the Warlock.
Not on your shitty nerdy role.
Yeah.
I'm in a robe.
Unless you, I just got a new robe. It's really cool. It's a blue. It's a fucking Diablo loop thing.
I think the biggest one I've had most recently was Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Where it was for years, I've never been a huge Skyrim fan. I think the reason being because I saw all mates play it individually in the room frozen and we started to do nothing. But the whole thing of it always was, oh my god, imagine if this was multiplayer.
Yeah, that was a massive thing in Fallout as well. This Fallout 3 needs to be the perfect game, just put in co-op. Yeah. Perfect.
Then they brought out, oh, it's going to be on the Elder Scrolls, and oh my god. Then it came out, it's like, I'm fucking sick of Skyrim now.
Yeah.
But they've just brought Morrowind online out?
Yeah. I played a bit of Morrowind. Skyrim was the first one. No, it was Oblivion was the first one. But Morrowind has very old school fucking RPG combat where it's you press the button, but you have a 1 in 50 chance of hitting, and then the guy does his and it's 1 in 50. It's turn based, but in a real time.
Like RuneScape.
Yeah.
Where you click attack and it goes out.
But this one you can kite about them and that will lower or higher their chance of hitting you and all this. It's not like
like Xenoblade works.
I have no idea. But Skyrim and Oblivion did that, but they made it more real time than it did, turn based. But Morrowind is very much more turn based, where it's all like my stats are good enough that I can just stand here and keep whirling on this guy until he dies.
Right.
And I didn't mind it. I played a little bit of it because I'm not a massive fan of Bethesda games. I've always said Bethesda games are really
suck.
Bethesda games are like huge. They look amazing, apart from when they glitch. They look amazing, they're filled with stuff to do, and all of it is really fucking boring, and I don't want to do any of it.
Yeah.
The games where I'll do an hour and a half of the main quest, and then it'll be like, oh, what can I do? Look at all these side quests, and I'm scrolling through all the side quests, and I'm like, I don't really want to do any of these, these seem really fucking boring. And then I just put the game away, come back fucking 3 months later, and put it back in, and it's like, oh, I don't want to do any of these now either. And then I just don't play the game anymore. And then, but I love fucking, in the Fallout one, the Fallout has a great setting, where the nuclear apocalypse and stuff. So I spend fucking hours looking up on YouTube of like, oh, this was a cool quest, or this one was really engaging character, they looked really good. I can't be asked playing it. I'll just look at a fucking video of a guy looking at it because the writing it's not the best, but at least it's interesting, at least with the setting. But
the far too overwhelming for me.
Yeah, that's overwhelming is the perfect word for it.
I quite enjoy Mario games. Because Mario game, you start a level.
Mm-hmm.
If I've not played it for 6 months, I don't need to know a storyline. I don't need to remember that holding RT, pressing Y, and pushing down at the same time, or do a fireball, anything like that. Yeah, I go and pick it up. I'll do 2 levels. It'll take me 4 minutes.
Well, that's the thing. I thought I was like that because of the Bethesda games with the big fucking these are the pinnacle of these sort of games.
Yeah.
And so if you don't like these, why would you like any others? But I really loved The Witcher 3 and played all the way through that in like a short span of time because I liked it so much. Right, there was other reasons why I played it all in like fucking 2 weeks because I felt I had to give it back because I was more in it. But I liked it so much that fucking it's not even my console and I bought all the DLC for it. so
That's dedication.
Yeah, because the DLC's crazy for The Witcher 3. The DLC,
the first load of it was free, wasn't it?
No.
Yeah.
No, there's 2 DLCs and they're both paid for.
But they had loads at start, didn't they? Like little ones.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I played it very late into the thing, but there was 2 DLC. One was a quest that was in the world that you're already in. They just put more quests into it.
Right.
The second one is that you go to a different place and do loads of quests in there. The DLC for The Witcher 3, the second one, is bigger than The Witcher 2. It's massive.
Wow.
It's fucking stupidly huge. It's like a huge new realm thing, but like I said, that's a game where it's all like you do a bit in the main quest and then you look at all the side quests you've got and you're like, oh, do I want to do this? Here's my level for it. But the actual gameplay is good enough that I'm like, oh yeah, this is pretty fun to do because and the quests are different enough where some of them might be like a contract to go and kill a certain monster somewhere.
It's not just big.
Yeah, it's but because it's like some of it would be like go and kill this werewolf and then you have to sort of look up all your things that are effective against werewolves, maybe plot a trap for it somewhere, and this sort of stuff. Sometimes maybe a spectre, so you get your spectre oils ready. And sort of shit. It's dead fucking nerdy, but I liked it. But so that's what's the thing. I thought I just wasn't a fan of these massive games with lots of stuff to do, but it turns out you can make them engaging enough that you do actually want to do the stuff. I mean, I got burnt out with The Witcher 3 where I was like, I'm just doing the fucking main quest now because I can't be arsed all the time. Because it's fucking 800 hours or whatever stupid. I couldn't send it in that game. But I just didn't bother after a while, I just did the main quest.
I just want to blame Nathan for mentioning Bethesda before.
Yeah, because that's all we've talked about.
That's twice we swapped with Bethesda. Right.
We can cut little bits out where we go massive tangents about stuff that aren't relevant to E3.
So spoke about you
EA,
Yeah.
which is sport games and Battlefield. Battlefront. Actually, no, Battlefront because they're doing.
Battlefront 2.
Jesus Christ! Can you name a game properly, please? There is Star Wars Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront 2, and Star Wars Battlefront and Star Wars Battlefront 2. So that's Star Wars Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Star Wars Battlefront 1-2, and Star Wars Battlefront 2-2. What the fuck? Like, come up with it. Call it Star Wars Battlefront : something or something like that. Why are they so obsessed with rebooting games? It wasn't good when Tomb Raider did it, because then you have Tomb Raider 1 and Tomb Raider 1-2 and all this sort of shit. They do it with every fucking thing. Where they like, oh, this needs to be a. I'm sure they did it with the new God of War. It's just called God of War.
It's nostalgia.
But it's not though, because all it means is it's confusing. This is made so fucking a little kid wants Star Wars Battlefront 2 for Christmas, and then Nan buys him a fucking PS2 game.
If I saw
This is the one you wanted to love, isn't it?
If I saw Tomb Raider, or Tomb Raider A Lost Hope on a new quest, I think, fuck me,
Might as well be.
I've not paid the last 9.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not going to understand this.
That's true, yeah. I get that. People have been stung by, buying half a game for full price and have to pay the other half a game for full price again.
Because even before it brought out, it was bringing a season pass like 50 quid was.
Oh, that's the
silly
thing. All of
like
them do that nowadays. I'm sure when we talk about Capcom later, I can go into that. But,
I don't mind getting season passes, and Nintendo showed me that I don't mind getting them.
Well, it depends what you get with it. Because I remember when
Mario Kart season pass.
Yeah, but did you see the Breath of the Wild season pass when that first came out? That you could pay a full price season pass, and they didn't even tell you what you were getting for it. It was hard mode, a new robe at the beginning,
Yeah.
and then some new map feature that we'll announce later. What was that? 50 quid, please. Like, just give us the money now, and we'll tell you later. It's people, because that was the we might as well transfer on to Nintendo world.
Yeah.
But that was the thing, is that Nintendo was the pure company for years. We'll never do DLC. We'll never make you pay for multiplayer and all this sort of. And now it's like Nintendo have slipped into the fucking evil reaches of every game company where.
But I think they do DLC really well.
Yeah.
I know you say it was quite bad with the Zelda, but when they actually announced, there was a lot of good stuff for not a lot of money. It's like someone's mentioned DLC, but not told what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
Like they do.
Well, that's the classic Nintendo. Nintendo's in a fucking world of their
Not
own.
have that. In 10 years' time, we'll pay £4 for rose, pink, gold, peach Mario.
And plays them in fucking Xenoblade.
Yeah.
Well, that was a thing. The paid online details finally got released the other day.
$20,
$20 for a year,
and you get virtual console stuff with it.
which is crazy.
Was it NES and SNES?
NES and SNES, yeah, and you get online. You get all those free games.
And all this
I think it's one of those. It's the same as PS Plus, where it's free games for a month or something. But you only get to play them for a month, and then you
it was
cycle on
very
Steam.
vague about it.
Yeah. They actually released. I can't remember what they've actually said
I
about
think
it.
since then they've announced that you can do the NES and the SNES games.
Yeah.
Which is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah. Especially when you looked at the prices on the virtual console,
Yeah.
and you're like, I ain't paying a tenner for a SNES game, and I can play it on my laptop for free.
Exactly.
'Cause I know what I'm doing.
But if
I can play it on my Wii U for free.
have you seen the turnaround of people on ARMS?
Oh yeah, because ARMS,
It was
especially
hilarious.
because I follow a lot of fighting games, and it was always a big joke for a while because ARMS was on the list to be at Evo, so that became the joke pick for a while of like, oh, look at this. But now it's actually come out. People, because that was it. The main one is that you can play ARMS on a controller. You
Yeah.
don't have to fart about emotion controls. You can actually play it like a real game. And I've seen some content of it. I didn't realise you can do like 2v2s and all this sort of shit. It's pretty fucking crazy.
It just even online, they just got absolutely shit over it. People, oh, it's going to be the worst fighting game ever. It's just motion control.
a real fighting game.
And these are people who probably don't give a shit about Nintendo, so they go on to Nintendo forums thinking,
Yeah, of course.
thinking we're all 12-year-old lads.
Yeah, you look at the guy who's shitting
We'll
on
make you cry.
Nintendo.
We're going to make them cry.
Click on his account, he's had 3 posts and joined for 2 days.
Yeah.
This sort of shit.
These sort of people, oh, it's going to be shit. It's just,
It looks pretty good.
yeah.
I want to play some ARMS.
It's probably when I buy
Try it on my rubber girl or whatever her fucking name.
Fuck yeah.
What is she called? What else is... Because with the Switch,
Pikmin.
is there a new Pikmin coming?
They're bringing a Pikmin out for 3DS.
Oh, they announced that last year.
The 2D side scroller.
Yeah, everyone wasn't really very happy about that.
I'm guessing there's going to be more details than that.
Maybe there is more details about it, but what would be your top 3, because fucking Nintendo's the king of wasted IPs.
Of course it is, yeah.
So what's your top 3? I would like a sequel of this on the Switch, please.
I don't want a Metroid.
What?
I want to see the internet go into complete meltdown.
I want a new Metroid. I love Metroid. I love Super Metroid is one of my favourite games. I love Fusion. I love all the fucking shit. Bring me a new side-scrolling Metroid or a new Metroid Prime. I'm happy with that.
I want a best of Mario Kart game.
Right.
So
You're such a pleb. They just brought out Deluxe. Why do you want another Mario Kart game?
I've spent the last 4 years playing it, most weeks. I want to play Mario Kart. I appreciate every time they bring it out, they remaster a couple of the tracks. Why can't they just do one game where it's Mario Kart Classic? And just give me, I don't know, 2 worlds from Wii, 2 worlds from
Don't
8.
they do that anyway?
Yeah, but they do, it's dead pick and mix.
Right.
I want a full 32 tracks of just old ones, or even as a DLC sort of thing.
Yeah, I'd say that was DLC.
I want a new Mario Kart.
Okay.
Of course I do.
Right.
Zelda I've not fussed on.
Well,
But there's a new one just come out, so
I'd like another 3DS Zelda. That'd be pretty good. The last one was Link Between Worlds, and that was really, really
I mean,
good.
Triforce Heroes.
Triforce Heroes was really good because we.
Awesome.
But it's just a pain in the arse to do because you need 3 people. Actually, no, you can do download play, can't you? But it's better if you all have the same cartridge, and it's an odd number because it's 3 people you need. You can't play it with 2. You can't play it with 4.
That's the thing. Like, if you could do 2, so the host plays, because if you play single player,
Yeah, in single player you can
Aside
play
from,
all
yeah.
3. Yeah. But it's a shame with that. But yeah, I'd be happy with a.
something along them lines, because you could even do on the same screen. Whereas 2 here, when you're doing puzzles, because you've got 2 controllers, top down. Something like that'd be quite nice. Like I say, Mario Kart, Mario Strikers, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't, if they could stand there, bullet naked for 3 hours, and just say, "We're bringing Mario Football," and that was it. I would be absolutely over the moon.
How many Mario sports games came out on the Wii U? Was there a Strikers for the Wii U? Was there a Tennis for the Wii
They
U?
did Strikers on Virtual Console.
Yeah, but I mean like a first party brand new one.
Tennis, and they absolutely butchered it.
Right.
They didn't put any sort of most of that championship modes in there. Nothing like that. It was just play tennis.
Right.
I
doing golf?
I want to say Mario Golf.
It just feels like they were bigger things back in the day than they are now.
That was it.
I'd like a new Strikers. That'd be really fun.
Because Strikers is fantastic. And like they've just done the sports compilation on the 3DS.
Oh yeah.
Where they've took 5 fantastic ideas and stripped them down to the bare bones. Because they did tennis and golf, which are already
Baseball's on there or something.
Yeah.
Volleyball.
all 3 baseball, tennis, and golf have already got 3DS games,
Right.
and they're all very, very good sport games as well as being Mario games. And they've kind of nerfed them all and put them into a package, and then done a question horse riding.
What? Do you ride Yoshis at least?
No, you ride horses.
Why are they riding horses?
And football,
Right.
but 11-a-side football.
Right.
That's not stupid as fuck.
Okay.
It's
And that's shit then.
possibly the best football game on 3DS.
How many football games are there on the 3DS?
There was a couple of old FIFAs, a couple of old
Right.
PES games, but they stopped doing them a few years ago. I know FIFA do the legacy mode, which was FIFA 13 they brought out for the 3DS, and they just update kits every year. I think PES stopped doing them a few years ago, so it's a more up-to-date football game. But it's just did a full package where it was one of these they could have really gone for it.
Yeah.
And like a proper send off at 3DS. Everyone who's got a 3DS got a kid will buy this game. But they just went half-assed on it. But I'd love a new Strikers game.
I'd like a Mario Party that is actually a Mario Party game. It seems like they've gone a bit wayward with past few of them.
Just fucking remaster Mario Party 4.
No, you can do, but you don't. The games that the problem is that I feel like Nintendo, because they were on what 10, 11, something stupid like that.
10 console games.
Yeah, 10 console games, and after what is it? Maybe like 8. In the past couple of them, it feels like Nintendo have gone. We've been doing the same thing for so many years.
Let's mix it up.
Yeah, but people don't want to mix it up. People just want new dumb mini games and to run around a board. Mario Party is literally the only game where people will not complain about you putting the same game out over and over again.
It's everyone's go-to. Let's get pissed up with 4
Exactly.
of us.
This is fucking Mario.
And fall
Or
out
8
each
of
other.
us if you.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of really.
And
good
the
ones.
Switch seems to be perfect for that. 'Cause it's not like you're all on different parts of the screen. Anytime there's a game, it's generally top down,
Mhm.
or you're in your small area, and it takes into the board.
Exactly. It's
And
the perfect game
with the
for that sort of
3D ice cube motion,
stuff. Yeah, imagine what you
rumble,
could do.
feel them dice in your hand, roll a couple of 6s, easy peasy.
That's a shout actually with fucking 1-2 Switch. I wouldn't be so, bothered if they did actually make a decent, tech demo game like Wii Sports or Nintendo Lands.
Fucking Nintendo Land.
1-2-Switch is not an equivalent of those. 1-2-Switch is let's play this and get pissed for one night and never touch it again because what the fuck is this?
Two sort of people talk about it. Either the sort of person who went round to a mate's house and played it,
Because they didn't have to pay for it.
and it was great fun.
Of course it was.
Then there's the mate who every time his mates go in his house, he has to pull it out, and he's sick to death of it.
Of course he is.
It's like
Only so many times you can milk a cow and guess how many dice are in something.
Nintendo Land had the chasing Mario game.
Nintendo Land was the ultimate take it round to your parents at Christmas and everyone will fucking love it because they all get it. And
Yeah.
they all...
And
I
they
remember the Christmas I took it out of that. Everyone fucking loved it. The Mario Chase game, the Ghost game, not the Animal Crossing game.
Name any other game that was worth anything on there.
That was just those three.
Exactly.
The Samus one was whatever because it was more of a game. That's the reason why.
The thing's always been with Nintendo is take it around your mate's house or come round with a party, we'll all sit around the telly and play this.
That's what they always wanted it to be. Yeah.
And that was kind of the pinnacle of it almost, like 5 people, 4 versus 1.
Yep.
Just
Gang up.
scream at each other. We'll try and do some sort of tactics once we've worked out how to play it.
Yeah.
And it just got so interesting every time, and it was such a simple game that could be played between 5 kids who've no idea what we're doing, and just be, where is it?
And everyone fucking loves it.
To an unbelievably tactical masterminding game where you start talking to each other, what section are we in? Is it
I've got green section.
pretty much. I'm in green section, I can see him, he's 10 metres away from it, he's going anti-clockwise to red section. And it got so tactical. And you try and corner him, but then Mario the advanced because it had an actual analog stick rather than a D-pad, so you could do little turns around.
It was a really fucking good game. And 1-2-Switch is not an equivalent, unfortunately.
I'm hoping half the reason I bought a Switch yet because I don't think I've played it much yet.
Because there's no out for it. You're just hoping for reasons to buy a console from this E3, I suppose.
I am waiting for them to bundle it up. I've said since the day it got priced, I want a console, I want a second set of Joy-Cons, I want a second Joy-Con holder, and a couple of games. They don't have to be Mario Kart and Zelda. It can be snipper clips and 1-2-Switch, and I want it for £400. If they can give me a nice bundle, because the thing is, if I don't buy 2 controllers for it, if I won't buy a second set of Joy-Cons, I probably won't until it's too late.
You play, yeah, exactly.
It's a sort of console where you want 4 controllers straight away, so when you mates around, you're not waiting turns. And that was a good thing with the Wii U, because we've got a Nintendo Land straight away.
Everyone's got a Wii remote.
I've got Wii remotes coming in years. I find them in random places.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
I've probably got up to about 12 of them.
I've got a pink one, I've got a blue one, I've got 3 Motion Plus ones, I've got a couple of old ones, I've got a couple of out batteries, I've got a couple of out backs. And they're just absolutely everywhere in the house. And that was the best thing about it. As soon as you bought it, I had Nintendo Land, and that was it for ages.
Yeah.
But we can all play it, we'll get around and do it together. And it was great, but the Switch, the controls, I don't even want to say they're expensive. The price is pretty reasonable. It's 2.
Well, when you get 2 for the price of one, Xbox One controller.
Especially when they was pricing with snipper clips. It was £70 for 2 Joy-Cons and snipper clip.
Right. That's not so bad, is it?
People, I think Nintendo's looked at saying, "We'll give me fucking 2 controllers, be happy." Everyone else was looking at it saying, "It's just 1 controller."
Yeah.
Considering Wii remotes were £45, and they're essentially giving you 2 Wii remotes, they can also combine to 1 controller, and the game as well. It's pretty reasonably priced. But they're these tiny little things.
Yeah.
And then there's the Pro controller, which is £60.
Fucking hell. How much are the Wii U ones?
They were £45.
Right, but...
The new one's got an NFC reader built into it.
Right.
So the technology's there.
Yeah.
But Horror are releasing one, a wired one, which has got a removable D-pads. You put an old D-pad on for £20.
Alright.
But it's wired. So it means buying a externally powered USB hub.
Exactly.
But
you end up paying about as much anyway because of all this sort of stuff.
And the idea of being a little portable console where you got the controllers and you're always on the go with it, having for them bring all sorts with you, seems to defeat the entire object of it.
We've been talking about Nintendo for a while. Fucking hell, move on. But first, I'll say I want a new Metroid game. I want a new F-Zero.
Yes.
I saw a trailer for some, and I was like, "Is this F-Zero?" It says it was like a Wipeout collection or some shit. But I was playing the GameCube one, and F-Zero's so fucking good. And it's an IP that they've literally not touched since the GameCube, if you don't count Captain Falcon and Smash. That literally, there's not been an F-Zero since F-Zero GX.
They touched it in Mario Kart.
fuck off. Like, the F-Zero could be a fucking 3DS game for all I care. I don't know why. Actually, I won't say that because last time they made a 3DS a game of an old franchise, they made
Federation Force.
Exactly, fucking football or whatever the fuck it was.
Did you play it?
No, of course I didn't play it.
It was pretty.
Yeah, but it's when people want a new Metroid game, they don't want to play a fucking mini game.
Give us this shit.
I don't know. Maybe it's been. Actually, I was going to say another Animal Crossing, but literally, they never returned to consoles after putting it on the 3DS because it literally was perfect on the 3DS. New Leaf was like the perfect place for an Animal Crossing game.
Yeah.
Where you can play it on the go. You don't have to boot up a console to do a daily task. All this sort of shit.
But Animal Switch might be perfect for it.
Yeah, actually, yeah, because it's a portable thing. Yeah.
And it's a sort of game where you can realistically plug your tele and you can sit down for 2 hours with some music in the background.
Mm-hmm. No, you don't
Doing
need
a
the
bit of
music though,
work.
because the music's fucking great.
Oh, you know what I mean though. It's nice and relaxing for a few hours if you don't want to play it in your hands. But then if you're out and about, it's the perfect game because you can load it up, spend 5 minutes on it, put it away again.
But yeah, I'd like to see Fire Emblem go back into consoles instead of just these things, but I'm not really that arsed. But I think those are my 3. I would be happy to see Animal Crossing and Metroid and F-Zero. But who's next? Because Jesus Christ, we've been going for an hour. Well, Ubisoft, they've got Assassin's Creed, those things. I'm sure there's another fucking one of them coming soon.
I just don't care anymore.
Probably another Just Dance. Batman wasn't Ubisoft, was it? Maybe.
No,
Batman wasn't Ubisoft. It was Rocksteady, but I don't know if it was published by Ubisoft. I want another Rayman game. That'd be good because the Rayman games are fucking great. They're porting Legends to everything, but
do you want 2D or 3D?
one of my favourite games is Rayman 2, which is one of the only 3D. If you don't count the
That was N64, wasn't it?
N64, PS. It was on everything.
Yeah.
They remade it a few times as well because it was so fucking good. But Legends
It's
was
on
amazing.
3DS.
It was on DS. Maybe they put it on 3DS as well, but they put it on DS. They put it on PS1. They made a new hub world and put it on PS2 because and then they did Rayman 3, which wasn't as good. But I love Rayman 2.
I wonder if Rayman 3 is on 3DS then.
No, Rayman 3 was on.
It was
PS2.
Rayman 3DS.
Okay, it was Rayman 3 was a Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc, where you had like a chain or something like that. But yeah, I'd be happy with seeing how good Origins and Legends are. I'd be fine with another one. Actually, fuck it, going back. I don't want a new Mario Party. I want a new WarioWare. Anyway, Ubisoft. Rayman's pretty good.
All on top which WarioWare now.
Fuck it. No, we talked too long about Nintendo. WarioWare's sick though. I love WarioWare. It'd be perfect on the Switch as well.
Pull toilet paper down, quick.
Exactly.
That was the game everyone's mum had. That and brain training.
Yeah, pick the nose. Dance with the dog. Perfect. I don't even fucking know what Ubisoft even do. Assassin's Creed is a massive one, but who cares? I've not played an Assassin's Creed game. I've only played 2 Assassin's Creed games. One was the original for a bit, and then I had one on PS, like Brotherhood or something like
They
that.
quite like these Chronicle ones, don't they? They've done a couple of them.
Yeah.
2.5D side scroller shite. What else do they do? The Crew.
Oh, fucking The Division's Ubisoft, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd imagine, seeing as that was so big and sort of dropped off so quick that they might try and
Capitalize and do a second one.
Oh no, they just
Wildlands
put some more stuff into the original game. It was big enough.
Wildlands just went into as well.
Oh yeah,
Was it Wildlands?
Yeah, Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Yeah.
Who fucking knows? Ubisoft.
Just Dance.
Just Dance again. Just Dance.
Another perfect Wii game.
The Revenge. Just Dance.
I'm never going to make a joke about it.
There's no point, is there? Fuck it. The big you've got an Xbox One. I've got a PS4, sort of. Go on. What do you want on this thing?
I'm excited on the big one for the PC gaming show again.
Oh yeah, that's always a big one. So ignore that completely.
No, I have no idea. I have lost all interest in games recently.
You don't want the Scorpio?
No.
That was Nathan's third fact, wasn't it? That he wanted to be called the fucking 4K.
Yeah.
Nice fact.
216 OP. That's
there we
what the
go.
resolution was. What it is. No, it's recently I have been properly tired of big games.
Yeah.
I have no interest in large games at all. As hipster and as controversial as that might sound.
No, I've said that a few times. Is that you get burnt out on AAA games because there's only so much of the same thing you can take. It's so hard to keep on top of them and be able to eat
It's a
because the
it's a
fucking
second job, yeah.
£60 a game or whatever it is. No, I just mean the prices of them. If you're
Yeah.
buying nothing but AAA games, then that's
I get that, yeah.
a lot of fucking money.
If I'm gonna want to play a game, I want to play something I can be in and out of in 10 minutes.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll spend all night on it. I want to play FIFA. I want to play Rocket League. I want to piss about my mates. I want to play Towerfall Ascension. I want to play Battle Sloths, Battletoads.
You don't want to play Battletoads.
I want to play Battletoads.
It's so hard.
It's amazing. I want to play Mario.
You know, you can play as a Battletoad in Killer Instinct. He's a character in it.
That's awesome.
You're gonna get Killer Instinct now.
I've got it.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well,
Look, I have no idea why.
He's a DLC though.
But yeah, I don't want to play these big games. I'm gonna go and buy FIFA. Of course, will.
Well, it's not the same though, is it? That's still a piss of poke game.
Exactly,
That's
yeah.
a full price AAA game.
EA Access is there, so I don't have to go and buy the AAA games.
EA Access is actually really good.
I realise that the big thing I like about EA Access is the other sports games.
Yeah.
I love Madden. Madden's fantastic. NBA's fine. NHL is fine. Probably put a couple of hours a year into them.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't put these hours a year in, I'd go and buy a 3-year-old one from game for £6 and put a couple hours in there.
Yeah.
Whereas £20 a year, I'll put a good slog in Madden. I'll get drunk with someone one night and we'll think it's a great idea to have an hour-long game of Madden.
Real time or nothing.
Yeah, that's happened more than one occasion with Nathan.
And he has no idea.
It's normally I'll bash him at the start, but because I'm doing so well, I'm not learning anything.
Yeah.
But he'll pick up what he actually have to do. So end of the game, he's in a huge comeback. He's actually worked what you're doing. I'm there struggling then.
Most beautiful 15 minutes of your life.
Yeah, but you get play these games £20 a year. And I don't mind it.
That's great.
I've not bought any points this year on FIFA. But if I did want to buy points, you get 10% off. There's the big games now. I played Battlefield a little bit. I played Battlefront a bit because they've been on Access. I was never going to buy them.
Yeah.
But it's the sort of game where on our UK deals, we'll do £6 at base.com.
Yeah.
I'll buy it. I've got Battleborn down there. It was £3 from game.
Oh yeah, of course it was. It's gone free to play the other day.
Yeah.
And if you own it, you get the DLC. Battleball.
Yeah, it's one of them. I buy games like that because they're cheap.
Yeah.
If I could give them for free, the Project Orange Sunshine Drinky game,
What the fuck is that?
one of the Xbox One release games.
Ah, Sunset Overdrive.
I bought that 'cause it was £6. It was on Games Gold next month. Probably put an hour into it. It's a great game, but I just didn't want to commit to it.
Yeah.
So it's a bit sad, really.
Yeah.
Because what Xbox going to bring out? I think they're due a new Forza Horizon, because it was 6 last year, wasn't it, they brought out, so I'm going to guess it's Forza Horizon this due. I'm sure they're going to put the dicks right up Ray's arse again and make them bring some shite out. Halo 6.
Milking a dead horse at this point. That's not the phrase. Milking a dead horse. Kicking a dead horse.
Milking a dead horse. Number of times I drink dead horse milk. What else does Microsoft do?
Who fucking cares, man? Like, oh, look, well,
Certainly same.
yeah, I know, but that's what I'm thinking is that half of these aren't even in-house, they're timed exclusives.
Yeah.
Tomb Raider is an Xbox exclusive.
Time exclusive.
Xbox timed exclusive. All I can think of is the ones that I know coming out, which are like the crossover that go on both. There's a new Far Cry 5, which is set in like middle America, middle of nowhere. Not any of these exotic places anymore. It's in the Midwest or something, Montana.
I think the big issue is nowadays though is you don't need to go and buy an Xbox One, a PS4, a Switch.
Yeah.
Or
Well, you need to buy Switch if you want to play Switch stuff, but the other two you can buy one of them.
You
and
need
miss out on a couple of things, but
a PC and the Nintendo console.
yeah.
Whether that be a Switch, all the big games on a Switch, ARMS and Snipper Clips. Counting Snipper Clips as a big game is the sort of environment we're in with it at the moment.
Yeah.
So you could go and buy a Wii U, because Breath of the Wild's on the, Mario Kart 8's obviously on the, Splatoon's on the...
Not Splatoon 2!
Why the fuck did they not call that Splatoon?
Oh, with the 2, that's
But-
pretty good. Splatoon.
It was
It's right there.
pissing
Squid
Nintendo.
Eric,
It's
yeah.
Nintendo Japan.
It is. Reggie's trying his best. You won't let him in the building. He's knocking on the door. I work here. Go back to America, pig. Like the best Japanese accent.
But I just cannot think of anything that the big two are bringing out. The big two. Two of the big three. Nintendo is still one of the big three.
Well, Nintendo are the only ones that seem to care about first-party exclusively anymore. They're not on some time contracts put somewhere else, or plus stick it on PC as well.
Well, actually, the big ones coming from Sony, they're doing an Uncharted,
Million.
but it's a cheap one, so it's almost like a standalone DLC Uncharted, where you get Jack and Daxter free,
What?
which isn't even the PS3 reboot, not reboot, the HD remake, it's the
Right.
PS2 version.
Great.
Doing the Crash Bandicoot trilogy.
That's coming. That's literally end of month, so
Yeah.
they might just like stick it in there as a this. Remember, this is coming out.
They'll do it for a cheer, won't they?
I hate the look of it though. I hate the look of the new Crash Bandicoot.
You think it's Skylanders Crash, isn't it?
Yeah, but also it seems that they took a lot of the assets out of Wrath of Cortex for some reason. They look more like the PS2 ones than they do with the original PlayStation 1 ones, and the PS2 ones aren't good. Like, if you go back and play it, I'm not the biggest fan of Crash in the first place, but the Wrath of Cortex doesn't hold a fucking candle to 1, 2, and 3. Maybe 3, because 3's not so good. But just because the only reason 3 isn't so good is because they were like, we want to do something different. We'll put different types of levels in.
Yeah.
And then none of those levels were as good as the just standard Crash levels. So
Did you ever play Twin Sanity?
no.
I have not
People,
played it either.
people, it's the same with Sonic though, to a lesser extent. Is that fucking all the ones after the original couple, people go either write them off or some guy will say actually this one wasn't so bad. There's people that say Colours was okay. There's people that say Twin Sanity is pretty good. And people say
Sonic 06 was great.
no. People, what's the fucking the werewolf one? Sonic.
Werewolves.
Well, he turned into a werewolf for some reason, and people say the bits where you're not a werewolf are pretty good. But it's shit like that. I played
Sonic Boom?
No, Sonic Boom was trash. But I think they're doing another Sonic Boom.
Apparently, I've seen people claiming that the Wii U Sonic Boom game was one of the best games ever made.
Well, after it got patched.
For the wrong console.
Oh, that was the whole thing. There was a whole thing with Sonic Boom where they originally were developing not for the Wii U, and then they signed a contract to put it on the Wii U, and they were like, none of our shit works on that. Now we have to make a new engine in like 2 months.
Yeah, apparently the game was very good, but it was just glitchy as hell, it was slow.
Yeah, whatever. It's Sonic. Who cares anymore? I'm talking about the new Sonic. I want to play Sonic Mania. Looks pretty good. I did hear a fucking. It was Brad who was talking to me about it. It was saying I was asking him, "Are you excited for Sonic Mania?" And he's like, "Not really." I was like, "Why?" It's like because he was that into the old Sonics that he's the one that used to download all the old ROM hacks, and so he's played levels by this guy who made the new Sonic so much. Yeah. That it's like, yeah, there's got a bit more polish, but you're pretty much charging me 30 quid to play stuff that I used to play for free. That
What you illegally downloaded for free?
No, they're not illegally downloaded. They're ROM hacks.
ROM hacks are illegal, aren't they?
Yeah, but
To
Sega
less-
doesn't care. It's not Nintendo, is it? So they're not that hard.
Good point.
We'll wrap this up now because Jesus Christ, it's been going for like an hour and 10 minutes. Fucking PS4. I want to see more Shenmue 3, but who knows? Because that was like 2 years ago, and then it sort of went silent.
I want to see Echo, Dolphin, and Seaman.
You want to see the Seaman as in the Dreamcast thing?
Yep.
I thought you said Echo the Dolphin in Seaman. I was like, you want to see him? You see a Seaman remake with Echo the Dolphin in it?
That's
That'd
a very weird episode of Animal Hospital with a paedophilic Rolf Harris there, drawing a picture of the unborn baby dolphin.
Going,
Can you guess what it is yet?
He's doing a fucking waka waka with his. Like,
It's a naked child, Rolf, you dirty bastard. Stop touching him.
so there's just a dolphin. Leave him alone. Final Fantasy VII. They might show a bit more of that again, but it's scheduled to not be going for a while, so he gives a shit.
Who gives a shit?
Kingdom Hearts, of course, everyone wants some more Kingdom Hearts stuff, but I don't really care about Kingdom Hearts either.
Have you ever played much Kingdom Hearts?
I played the shit out of Kingdom Hearts 1 when I was a kid.
I've played a bit of it, but
Go
I've
back.
always wanted to play it a lot.
Terrible fucking game. The controls really badly. The combat's really shit. The only time I've ever seen the combat be entertaining is when someone's going fucking speedrunning it, where he's doing everything like frame perfect or something stupid. The story is awful. It's Disney and Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy has a terrible story as it is, but then fucking put Donald Duck in it, it's not going to make it any better, is it? I don't want to see Leon from fucking Final Fantasy whatever farting about with Tarzan. I don't really care about that. It's just a terrible idea, the whole idea of it. Apparently it happened because like Final Fantasy guy was in the lift with the guy from Disney and he went, "Do you want to make something fucking dumb?" And he went, "Yeah, sure. Let's make Kingdom Hearts 12 3.74 for the GBA." Oh my god, right.
I'm just Googling,
How many Kingdom Hearts there are?
no, rumours. Star Wars Battlefront 2 VR.
Woo! They did loads of little demos and stuff, Star Wars, so like you're in the cockpit of something. That seems all VR is, to be honest. Actually, we're not even talked about that. There'll be so much VR shit now that people actually own them this year.
But no one cares about it anymore.
No one cares, but the people who do care are the people that spend 400 quid on them.
The biggest thing they've missed is VR with phones. You can
Oh, like Gear VR and all that stuff.
Yeah, or even cardboard VR. If you get a lot of cheap ones nowadays, where it's going for known bargains being the £6 and you got an head strap as well. So you got it on your head. You can buy a Bluetooth controller. Why is that not being capitalised on?
Exactly,
And all the frame rate shit, the bash life shit.
Put some shitty little 2D game in.
There you go.
No, who cares? Let's fucking
VR.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of VR shoehorning, and then people will be disappointed. Like last year, then they were like, "We're doing Batman VR," and it was like,
SNES Mini.
"Oh yeah." So it's weird how they can't like.
Have you seen how it came about?
Well, because the NES dropped off. I know the NES Mini dropped off.
The rumour
They don't even
for the SNES Mini came about was from a Microsoft survey. They sent a survey saying,
"Oh yeah,
what are you interested in?" It was like, "That's my Scorpio, PS4 Pro, SNES Mini."
It was like, "What? Wait, what?"
Then they went
SNES
back on it
Mini.
like a week after and put in brackets unconfirmed.
That's pretty.
Xenoblade 2 is
Still on about. Well, like Capcom is interesting. Maybe some more Res 7 DLC. There's definitely there isn't more Res 7 DLC coming out soon. Where they're trying to tie it into the actual franchise because you get to play as Chris Redfield. You know, he was in the old ones. I think Leon Kennedy's coming in. You're not a Res fan, are you?
No,
I was never that much of a Res fan, but I like the look of Resident Evil 7 because they did it completely different to the old ones. And I could go on a fucking rant about Res in general because people were saying Res 7 isn't real Res, but by that standard, Res 4 wasn't real Res because the original Res games, if you didn't know Resident Evil, because I'm just saying Res like 12 fucking times, the original Resident Evil games were tank controls, you know.
it was
really,
a point and shoot, you couldn't move
yeah,
and shoot.
yeah, yeah. And then they changed it to an over-the-shoulder shooter in Res 4, and then in this new one, it's a first-person like horror game.
Oh,
Yeah. It's tied in with VR as well. It does it quite well. Because it's I like it for a lot of reasons. It lets itself down. Like at the end of the game, that you become like far too overpowered for a fucking survival horror game. You can just shoot whatever with a million guns. But the first half an hour, the first like couple hours of the game are really good because it's very set piecey heavy. There's not many enemies and it's more like very tense and all this sort of stuff. But yeah, they're tying the new one into the older games by putting the older characters in. There's already been a bunch of Res DLC, which are all like little mini games or little stories. Because the whole thing is that you're in a house with a family that's been infected, and the DLC is where you play as people who went to the house and died like a long time ago or something like that, and how they died or how they tried to escape.
obviously.
But yeah, Street Fighter 5, fucking.
Are you going to put the knife in the back and just let it die, or...?
No, because they don't want it to. They pump
They
so
need it,
much
don't
money into it. They need it.
What's wrong with it?
It's just not very fun. This thing, for one, they killed Street Fighter 4 when Street Fighter 4. People say like because the tournament scene in Street Fighter 4 and same with Street Fighter 5 because the only reason why they brought Street Fighter 5 out when it did is so it could coincide
Rushed
with
it for Evo in there.
for Capcom Cup, so they could start the
That was
season
the one,
for Capcom
yeah.
Cup. So then the game launched with no arcade mode, no story, no versus CPU. But the whole idea of Street Fighter 5 is that they took out a big amount of execution, so it's a lot easier to do combos to try and make it more accessible. But the problem is that when you've got no content in your game, is that the people who've come into it because this is for me, it's accessible. All they can do is go get online and get the shit pushed in by people who are better, and then they never touch the game again. 6 months later, all the big new story patches going out. I don't really care.
That's rough.
If this game came out, it was a free install,
Of course it was, yeah.
because it should have came out in launch. But they're doing it season by season now, where they keep changing the balance of it, but they're putting new characters in.
Is Blanca in it yet?
No.
No, I don't know. Shite.
They did last season where it was all legacy characters. They put in Guile...
Blanca.
No. I already said he's not in it.
Blanca!
They put in Guile, Balrog, Juri, Ibuki, Yuri, and...
Blanca.
Not Blanca. I think that was it. This new season, what they're doing is just putting brand new characters in, so they're not any ones from any...
Boobs everywhere then.
Actually, no, not in the new... There were more boobs in the original cast than there was in the DLC.
That was just Blanca.
And then next season they'll probably go back to do legacy characters again, where you might get Blanca, but I hope not, because fuck Blanca. But yeah, it's sort of dying, especially now because this is the fucking year for fighting games. You had Injustice 2, At the end of last year, you had the new King of Fighters, you had Injustice 2 Tekken, and new Marvels coming out as well.
And Super Ultra, Capcom Spirited, Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Oh
Ultra,
yeah, Ultra Street Fighter 2.
Wii U Switch version.
That was a full price game for some reason.
Apparently it's very, very good though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's fucking a full price game for a
Mega Drive
SNES.
game.
Yeah, for a SNES game. And they put some weird motion control thing in it for like a mode where you get to throw a fireball. And apparently that's shit.
It's horrible, yeah.
But Marvel's coming out. A lot of people are excited for Marvel because Marvel's really hype. Everyone loves Marvel. But I saw a thing where the roster got leaks recently, so they probably will have to show the new roster off because they've not actually said who's in the game yet.
Is it Marvel Capcom or?
Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So you've got. They only showed a certain amount of characters. They showed. Oh, and the thing is you can tell this is sort of rushed out because a lot of the characters are in the old one have the same moveset as 3. So they've sort of just been ported over.
Right.
Like Rhee's in it, Chun-Li's in it. You got Morrigan from Thingy as well. You got Mega Man X, he's in it. And then you got Sigma, who was the bad guy from Mega Man X.
Right.
Marvel, they put Thor, Captain Marvel, Hulk, Ultron because it just came out in the film, Rocket Raccoon. But the massive one is for years and years, Marvel vs. Capcom have always had X-Men. And that was
Ridley.
You put Ridley.
Give us Ridley.
Marvel vs. Capcom have always had X-Men. The whole series started off because they did X-Men vs. Street Fighter, like years and years ago.
Yeah.
But because of this weird thing now where Sony Pictures owns X-Men, but and not Marvel Studios or something like that. That's why it's the different studios that make Marvel movies that make X-Men movies.
Right.
So it's not like a written law where they're not allowed out having, but it's frowned upon in the company or something that you don't put X-Men in the games or something. So, but people really want X-Men. Wolverine was a massive thing. Cyclops was massive in Marvel too. And X-Men characters, there's so many fucking X-Men characters. Deadpool's part of X-Men, so they can't have Deadpool in it. Like all this sort of shit. So people are saying maybe it'll come as DLC later. You know,
After the agreement's made.
yeah, after the game sells well, it's like, hey, that's Sony Pictures, you can get a bit of
It's
money out.
gonna be a Sony exclusive, isn't it?
Oh, Marvel's it's on PS4 and PC.
Alright. They might not.
Same as
I know it's Microsoft, but it's not Microsoft.
I don't know. They definitely it is on PC. They've announced that. Just like they just put Marvel 3 on PC after years and years.
I saw it on Steam of there, 20 quid I think.
Yeah. But the main thing, the good thing about it is that Marvel 3 was like really unbalanced. So finally they put this on a place where you can mod it and people are making.
Marvel 3 Ultimate?
Yeah. No, Ultimate Marvel 3 was like the same as there was 12 versions of Street Fighter 4. They did Marvel vs. Capcom and then 3, and then they did Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. But now it's on PC, people can mod it to actually balance it, and that's what's finally coming out now.
Has it actually happened then, or?
There's a patch now, because that was the thing, is when is Marvel going to get patched?
Is it a community patch or an official patch?
Like community patch. It's not an official one. They're not touching that game. They're like, you put it on PC, what more do you want us to do? We're trying to make the new fucking game. But yeah.
Stop bugging us nerds.
I don't know what else Capcom have got. Fucking Devil May Cry, who cares? Whatever. Is that it? Are we done? We talked for far too long about stuff we don't actually know much about.
We're not research. All the person researcher was Nathan.
Yeah, and he came
he's
up with
busy.
bullshit. I think I'd say to you, the one to watch for me is Nintendo.
Always
Just
Nintendo.
because they released a console with no games on it. So I'm hoping that there's going to be some games on it. And they don't do what last year and only bring Zelda. And
Yeah.
they don't get everyone excited for a Pokemon game. It turns out it's fucking Pokemon 3. It's Sun and Moon 3, or whatever it is, the third one. Like, because Nintendo, because even I sat up and watched the fucking Switch, that weird investment thing that they did.
I was on shifts at work. I actually woke up early for it, yeah.
I watched it and it was very much. Well, that was it, because they were like, here's our third party games, because that was a massive thing with the Switch, is that we need third party games, because the reason the Wii U sort of died is because they all pulled out.
Look at this picture! There's a million third parties! Name a third party. Atlas, there you go.
It was. I remember the exact thing was like, no, you're all right, we'll see the third party. Mr. FIFA! Hey! Mr. FIFA! Mr. Bethesda! Skyrim's coming! And then it was like, the guy who made Sonic came out and went, we're doing something! And then left. And then the guy who made Suda 51 came out. And then he went, we're doing something, here's a picture! And then he left as well. And that was the third party segment over. That was it. No more third party. But there's been rumours that there'll be a FromSoft Dark Souls remaster trilogy to put onto it. I saw a really funny picture which is FromSoft leaks and it was Bloodborne Kart. That would be pretty good. Because they've been PS exclusive forever. A new Bayonetta would be pretty good because Nintendo owned them. But Platinum's just done fucking Nier, so they probably won't be doing a massive game. Because when Platinum let like the B team do stuff, you end up like Legend of Korra and shit. So people don't want that, and then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. But yeah, I just looking forward to Nintendo.
One thing I want to finish up on, especially speaking about Nintendo third parties, is fuck yeah. They came out to the conference and they said, we're doing FIFA, giving you FIFA. They're putting a shitty version of FIFA on there.
Well, you could tell. You remember that exact thing when the guy from FIFA came out?
Didn't give a shit. And
then he went. My son's called Luigi or something like that.
Yeah.
And he was the only one that didn't get bowed at.
He didn't get sand into.
Yeah,
it was all Super 51 sand.
Todd Howard sand for some reason.
Bethesda sand.
Yeah.
Reggie God sand. Yeah.
Welcome, Mr. EA. Woo!
Like, not even Peter Molyneux.
Like, no, I wish. What's the new Peter Molyneux game? That's what I want to know. Get him to just do all of E3. He'd just talk about all the games, and they'll unlock him from that cage they've got him trapped in, and then they'll brief him for 30 seconds.
In their high school invigilators for exams. You come out and do the prayer, and that's it.
They're in there with a fucking Crayola and a piece of paper while he draws up the draft for Fable 12. And
Dragons.
Then they let him out and was like, "We'll need you now, Peter, to go and talk about on your game." And he's like, "Great, what is it?" And they'll be like, "You're God in it or something." And he goes, "Okay, that's everything I need." And they're like, "No, Peter, there's more." No. And then he's already run onto stage, and then he's telling you about how this is the best game. We're gonna revolutionise the world.
Look at my phone. I control it there. It's now raining in real life. 40 quid.
Buy this game, and you won't just be God in the game. You'll be God in real life. I am Peter Molyneux.
Peter, it's a new Sonic game.
Sonic is God. Fuck the new Sonic game as well. That's weird. Thank you very much for listening. This is actually a podcast for. It's going up on the channel, but it'll probably go somewhere. But if you want to see more of us, you can go to coinupcouch.com.
If you actually want to see us,
yeah, in real life, go to coinupcouch.com.
That'll take you straight to our YouTube page.
You can find us on Facebook at coinupcouch. You just put that in. If you just put on Facebook/coinupcouch, will come up. I've got.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
There you go. And
or is it Facebook/u/
yeah,
it's somewhere. It's on there.
If you search it, you'll find us. And we've got some gameplay videos, probably more podcasts in the future. We'll probably when we're over somewhere and not actually together, we'll make like fucking reviews or something.
We'll do something.
We'll do some fun.
Get some content out.
Exactly. So thank you very much for listening.
Thank you very much.
Slogging through this hour and a half thing. It'll be edited down. Don't worry. We've got 15 minutes of Nathan put in.
If you fast forward to this section, don't worry. I wouldn't go back and listen to it.
Please turn it off now. And remember, if you didn't like it, please dislike it. That should be the motto. If you liked it, like it. But if you didn't, please just put a dislike.
If you're friendly, like it. If you're honest,
yeah.
Dislike
and if you know us, just don't give us an automatic like. If you didn't like it, seriously, just please thumb down.
Just a petty comment at least.
Yeah.
Get us some viewer interaction.
Exactly. And remember to watch those ads.
Yeah.
We're not even monetized yet. See you later.
Thank you very much.
See ya.
Bye.